What's up, it's Harrison Gaming. Now, I haven't done one of these before, a Fnaf lore theory. I know some of you aren't into Five Nights at Freddy's, or Fnaf as some of you may call it, but to be honest, I'm a bit of a fan of it. So, I'm just going to go straight into it, and no, I'm not just going to say the boring old timeline that you find and it takes about 2 seconds to explain. No, I'm going to tell you it in and out through. It took me about half a year to create this. I've been trying to upload it to YouTube, but it took me forever to edit it. Really, I could not be bothered. I don't know why I bothered doing it. So, I'm going to jump into it now. The Fnaf truth. Fnaf is a franchise. It's always been defined by questions. What was the missing children's incident? What is the deal with Purple Guy? What is the deal with Balloon Boy? I mean, seriously, what is the deal with Balloon Boy? But by Fnaf 4, the games were just becoming an more of unanswered questions, where it was becoming harder and harder to tell the difference between a withered Freddy and a phantom Freddy, let alone a golden Freddy versus a golden Fredbear. There is Fazbear Frights, Fazbear Pizzas, Fazbear Entertainment, Fredbear Diners, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Fredbear and Friends, Missing Children, Colliding Children, and bites from pretty much every decade. But then came Sister Location. Between the butter and bongos, people, including myself, struggled to try and fit together a story told by animatronics that lie, hand units that lie, animatronics that fuse with other animatronics, and animatronics that fuse with humans, who then become purple and immortal. Needless to say, it was a lot, but for me, in Fnaf, the scariest part wasn't the jump scares, it was the lore. I started looking for more streamlined solutions within the story, hunting for clues to the game which weren't in the pages, and the only thing I accomplished in the process was making things more complicated. So in all time that Fnaf 6 has been coming through the back of Scott's brain, I've thrown out everything that I knew about this series, and I've gone back to doing what I know best. Darn it, basic counting. But this time I was aided by the knowledge of where the series was heading. Scott's later release, The Freddy Files. It's an online story that many others dismissed as merely in a long, boring strategy guide to the game, but to me it was invaluable and filtering down years' worth of lore into the details that Scott himself deemed as the most important to focus on. For this entire process of staring at square one has helped me to see connections I've never made before, enabling me to create the thing I was most scared of, a timeline. A series of events that explain deep breadcrumbs that Scott has left behind, and the more I looked into it, the more it all started to make sense. Thank you for listening to part 1 of the Fnaf lore, guys. Make sure to check out the next part, which will be coming out in about 20 minutes or so. See you in the next one.